All right, welcome everyone to another deep dive. Today we're going to be tackling a pretty mind-blowing concept,
Yeah.
the universe,
Okay.
as a conscious and interconnected entity.
Hmm.
We're diving into some notes from somebody who has really been on a journey through consciousness and spirituality, and they've drawn some really fascinating parallels
Yeah.
to a lot of the things that we've been talking about on the show.
Okay.
One of the things that they say, get this, they suggest that God is watching through our very eyes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What could that
That's a powerful image, isn't it?
possibly mean?
And it really gets to the heart of what this deep dive is all about.
Yeah.
Exploring this idea that we're not separate from the universe, but we're really intimately connected to it.
Right.
The source seems to be drawing from the concept of panentheism.
Ah.
Have you ever encountered that term before?
I can't say that I have. It sounds pretty complex.
It is, but we can break it down.
Okay.
Think of it this way.
All right.
Imagine a drop of water in the ocean.
That drop is part of the ocean, right?
Right.
But the ocean is also so much bigger than just that one drop.
Yeah.
Panentheism suggests that God is kind of like that ocean,
Okay.
present with everything in the universe, but also extending beyond it.
Mhm.
It's distinct from the traditional idea of a God who is separate from creation, or the idea that God and the universe are one and the same.
Okay, I'm starting to get the picture. So in this context, God isn't a deity in the traditional sense,
Right.
but rather the underlying consciousness
Exactly.
or life force of the universe itself.
And if we take that a step further,
Okay.
the source suggests that consciousness might not be something unique to humans,
Hmm.
but rather a fundamental property of the universe itself.
Okay.
We're not just observing the universe.
Right.
The universe might be experiencing itself through us.
That's a pretty profound thought.
Yeah.
If we're the eyes through which the universe is experiencing itself,
Right.
does that imply that even our seemingly insignificant actions or thoughts have some kind of cosmic significance?
It certainly raises that question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If we're all part of this interconnected web of consciousness,
Right.
then every thought,
Wow.
every feeling, every choice we make could be rippling out and impacting the universe in ways we can't even fathom.
The source also talks about this other voice guiding us, which
Yeah.
they attribute to the universe.
Hmm.
Could this be what we often call intuition?
Yeah.
That gut feeling that sometimes seems to come from somewhere beyond our rational mind.
It's a fascinating connection.
Yeah.
We talk about being made of star stuff,
Right.
highlighting our physical connection to the cosmos.
Right.
But what if there's also this deeper spiritual connection?
Right.
What if those intuitive nudges, those
Yeah.
flashes of insight are actually whispers from the universe itself,
Wow.
guiding us along our path?
Okay, now this deep dive is starting to get really interesting.
Yeah.
If the universe is constantly talking to us, the question is, are we even listening?
That's a question each of us has to answer for ourselves.
Right.
But think about a time when you had a strong gut feeling about something,
Yeah.
a sense of knowing that seemed to defy logic.
Okay.
Could that have been the universe trying to communicate with you?
That's a bit mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But now get this.
Okay.
The source also claims that water holds the memory of the whole universe.
Wow.
I have to admit,
Okay.
that one's a bit harder for me to wrap my head around.
I understand from a purely scientific perspective, the concept of water memory in the traditional sense
Right.
isn't widely accepted.
Right. I've come across some of those studies.
Yeah.
And they haven't been without the critics.
Exactly. But even if we set aside the literal interpretation of water remembering things,
Okay.
I think there's a deeper truth to what the source is getting at.
Okay.
Water is undeniably the foundation of life as we know it.
Hmm.
Think about it. Water has this incredible ability to dissolve and connect different substances,
Right.
to carry information.
And it's not just out there in the world, it's flowing through us, literally connecting us to everything on this planet.
Precisely. Water cycles through ecosystems, evaporates, rains down, forms the basis of our very bodies.
Right.
Even if we don't take the idea of water literally holding memories,
Yeah.
it's a powerful symbol of interconnectedness.
Hmm.
The source's point might be more about recognizing the web of life that water represents
Right.
than about any specific memories it might hold.
So the key takeaway here isn't necessarily to believe that water can recall specific events,
Right.
but rather to appreciate water's role in connecting everything in the universe.
Exactly. By observing water, its properties, and its cycle,
Yeah.
we can perhaps learn something about the interconnectedness of all things.
Hmm.
And this concept of interconnectedness is going to come up again and again in this deep dive
Right.
as we explore the ways in which we're linked to something far greater than ourselves.
So we've talked about water as a symbol of interconnectedness. But the source also highlights another powerful force that connects us.
Yeah,
Gravity.
absolutely.
It's something we experience every day.
Right.
But they suggest it's much more than just what keeps our feet on the ground.
We often take gravity for granted, but it truly is a fundamental force shaping the universe.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's what holds galaxies together.
Right.
Dictates the orbits of planets.
Wow.
It's even responsible for the very existence of stars and planets.
Right.
Pulling matter together to form these celestial objects.
You know, when you put it that way,
Yeah,
gravity is kind of a big deal.
it really is.
Yeah.
The source connects gravity to the idea that we are connected through all time and space.
Huh.
Have you ever considered that your connection to others might extend beyond just the physical realm?
That's a pretty mind-bending concept.
Yeah,
And to be honest, I'm not even sure where to begin with understanding something like that.
right.
Does it tie into the idea of the space-time continuum that I've heard about?
You're exactly right. The space-time continuum is a concept from physics suggesting that space and time are intertwined,
Okay.
not separate entities.
Hmm.
And it's through this intertwined fabric of space-time that gravity exerts its influence, connecting everything in the universe.
Okay, now my mind is really starting to stretch.
Right.
So if gravity connects us across time and space, does that imply that our connections transcend even physical limitations?
That's where things get really interesting.
All right,
We'll delve deeper into that idea after a quick break.
sounds good.
Please click like and then subscribe. Also share this video with your friends. Thank you.